Introducing the principals first. In the blue corner, wearing today the black trunks.
The Markman's good luck to you.
Scoring on the 10-point must system. Handled by the 3 judges. There's a mandatory 8, no standing 8 count. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The bell does not save the fighter in any round. So Roy Jones in his 3rd professional bout going against Ron Amundsen, who is a member of the Church of the Latter-day Saints, thus his nickname Stormin, derived from Stormin Mormon. He does Mormon missionary work in Chicago. In fact, Ron spent 2 years doing his formal Mormon missionary time in Seoul, South Korea. That was back in the early 80s. His 1 defeat last September, Amundsen lost a 10-round decision. Did not look good against Davey Hilton in Atlantic City. Knocked down on the 7th and nearly went down on the 10th when Hilton broke his jaw.
Hilton could punch. I think he was overmatched too soon. They put him in as just fodder for Hilton, and I think that was a mistake of his manager.
In fact, Amundsen was just trying to survive in that fight, and he admitted he was mentally intimidated, rather candid for a boxer. He said he was overmatched, should not have gone against Hilton.
He was right. There's nothing like a broken jaw to give you clear vision as to your chances.
Amundsen not noted for hand speed and needs a stationary target. Roy Jones is certainly not that.
Oh, he's anything but a stationary target. He's chosen to open, has Jones, in a very slow fashion. Usually comes storming out. He's just being very patient here.
Roy Jones usually very difficult to hit because he steps in, throws a quick 3-punch combination, and then it's gone before his opponent is able to fire off. We have not seen that to this point.
Well, he's fighting a very slow fight, and he's just keeping a distance between he and Ron Amundsen.
Strong uppercut by Jones, and then immediately lowers the hand and goes to the showboat tactics.
Now that's funny. In the previous bout, every time Hobson showboated, they booed him. They cheered this guy showboating. He must be a big favorite around here. Is Roy Jones Jr.
Jones's moves reminiscent of a man he admires greatly, Sugar Ray Leonard, with that low guard and fast hands approach. Style fluid, but keeps the hands very low.
When he punches, he's got some thunder in his punches.
Jones scoring with the combination.
Amundsen's face is getting all red, starting to just show signs of lumping up as these punches, infrequent as they are very hard on the part of Roy Jones Jr.
Final seconds, round 1. And this is round 2. Roy Jones in the silver trim with black, and Ron Amundsen in the black trunks.
Again, the showboating, he grabbed the rope and he didn't get warned by the referee, Bill Connors. Hobson touched the rope and got reprimanded for it.
You saw the weights on the tail of the tape right before the start of the fight. Jones at 155, Amundsen 151.5. Many boxing people at the weigh-in thought the scales were off by as much as 4 pounds. Amundsen, as we said, at 151.5, but he said he actually weighs 156. So if that's correct, Jones is closer to 160, and this is a junior middleweight bout.
It calls for some interpolation by the boxing commission. If they all weigh on the same scale, just deduct the 4 and keep on going. What you're seeing here is a very, very big difference in hand speed. When Amundsen tries to come in and punch, just as he gets his punch off, a zinging shot is coming back from Roy Jones.
Amundsen looking to showboat, attempting to throw Jones off. Amundsen is actually club fighter status over his head here against Jones, against the speed and reflexes of Roy Jones.
Remember, notice a man has had 18 fights against Roy Jones's 3 fights, and that gives you an idea of what statistics mean. Nothing. I understand that here, everyone is convinced that Roy Jones can step in and fight for the title by the end of this year, not next year. And when you see these kind of performances, they fool you because it's not quite equal talent. What happens when he steps into somebody good?
And that is the current field of champions. IBF, Gianfranco Rossi, WBC junior middleweight title holder John Mugabe, and the WBA champion is Julian Jackson of the Virgin Islands.
Well, at this point, I could never see Roy Jones step in with Mugabe. Not at all. And maybe not Julian Jackson. I think Rossi would have a chance with. Pumping body shots.
And Jones doubling up with the left hook. Shots are doing damage to Amundsen.